Behind every Hollywood smile lies a story untold. For some, the battles fought off-camera eclipse any dramatic scene they've ever filmed. This was certainly true for Robert Urich, the man whose steadfast presence graced American television for 3 decades. You remember him. That reassuring voice, the steadfast demeanor, the man who personified strength and resilience in shows like Spencer for Hire and Vegas. But what many don't know is the profound journey he and his beloved wife, Heather Menzies, traveled together. A path marked by extraordinary courage, devastating loss, and an enduring legacy that continues to inspire. Robert Urich's story began in Toronto, Ohio, where this son of Rusin and Slovak immigrants was raised in a Byzantine Catholic household. With natural charisma and athletic talent, he earned a football scholarship to Florida State University, where he met future star Burt Reynolds. Though Robert excelled academically, earning degrees in communications and broadcast management, his heart pulled him toward acting. After being fired from a television sales job for secretly pursuing his passion, he weathered rejection and uncertainty. That pivotal break came with a guest spot on the FBI in 1972. What followed was a series of roles that gradually built his reputation, each one bringing him closer to becoming the household name America would come to admire. For Robert, stardom crystallized with his role as Dan Tana in Vegas. To embody this suave private investigator, he transformed himself physically, adding 40 pounds of muscle. The dedication paid off spectacularly, earning him critical acclaim and 2 Golden Globe nominations. When Vegas was unexpectedly canceled in 1981, Robert simply pivoted. His versatility shone through roles like Spencer for Hire and his critically acclaimed performance in Lonesome Dove. He even showcased his intellectual curiosity as the host of National Geographic Explorer, winning a Cable Ace Award. What made Robert special wasn't just his talent, but his authenticity. There was something genuinely trustworthy about him. A quality that made audiences feel they weren't just watching a character, but connecting with someone real. While Robert's professional life flourished under the spotlight, it was his personal life, particularly his marriage to actress Heather Menzies, that truly defined him. Their story began like something from a Hollywood script. In 1974, they met while filming a commercial in which they portrayed a bride and groom. Little did they know that fate was foreshadowing their future. After Robert's first marriage to actress Barbara Rucker ended in 1974, he found his true partner in Heather. You might recognize Heather from her breakout role as Louisa Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. Born to Scottish immigrants in Toronto, her journey to Hollywood was as remarkable as Robert's. At just 14 years old, with no formal acting training, she held her own among a talented cast in what would become one of the most beloved films of all time. When Robert and Heather married in 1975, they formed not just a union of hearts, but of shared values, ambitions, and resilience. Their family grew through adoption after Heather experienced multiple heartbreaking miscarriages. Together, they welcomed Ryan, Emily, and years later, Allison into their loving home. Robert's approach to fatherhood revealed the depth of his character. Rather than stern discipline, he chose connection. When young Ryan found himself in trouble at school, Robert would sit on the floor at eye level with his son, creating a safe space for honest conversation rather than judgment. Their marriage stood as a testament to commitment in an industry notorious for fleeting relationships. For 27 years, they weathered the storms of Hollywood together, building a foundation of love that would be tested in ways they never imagined. How quickly life can change with a single diagnosis. In July 1996, Robert revealed to the public that he had been diagnosed with synovial sarcoma, a rare form of cancer that attacks the body's soft tissues. What would you do if faced with such devastating news? For Robert and Heather, the answer was clear. Fight with everything they had, but fight with purpose. Robert approached his diagnosis with the same determination and dignity that characterized his entire life. Even as he underwent aggressive treatments, he continued working, refusing to be defined by his illness. But he didn't just fight for himself. Cancer is a teacher, he once said. It taught me to appreciate every moment, to find meaning in suffering, and to use whatever influence I have to help others facing the same battle. Their children carry forward their parents' commitment to service. Ryan, now an infectious disease specialist, and Emily, an emergency room nurse, transformed their grief into healing careers. When asked what drove him to medicine, Ryan simply said, "I couldn't save my dad, but I realized I could save someone else's." The Robert Urich Foundation continues its vital work, funding research that may one day prevent other families from experiencing similar losses. At Park City High School in Utah, the Robert Urich Scholarship supports young dreamers pursuing their passion for performing arts. In an industry often defined by glitz and glamour, Robert and Heather Urich chose to be defined by authenticity and purpose. Their story reminds us that true strength isn't about never falling, it's about how you rise, how you face adversity, and most importantly, how you use your own struggles to ease the path for others. What moments do you remember most about Robert Urich's career? How has cancer affected your life or the lives of those you love? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe to help us keep these powerful legacies alive. And don't forget to check out our next video. I promise you won't want to miss it.